So recently, Funke Akindele's stepson caught the attention of social media users after he left a shocking comment on post about her. According to him, staying with her was horror, saying that she's not who we all think she is. Now, his post raised an issue many people try really hard not to talk about, is the issue of accepting your stepchild in your home. And what are your thoughts on this? Many women are faced with a situation whereby they're married to somebody who has previous children, or while they're married, something happened, there's an ex-child outside, and they have to make the decision to bring the child home. Either way, you have a stepchild living with you. And it's important for us to understand the dynamics of these kind of relationships. I would like to hear your thoughts on it.
See, step-parenting can only be done successfully if the full parents and the step-parent are in some sort of agreement. So first of all, there has to be respect all around. Because what will happen is, no matter how nice you are, or no matter how clear or good your intentions are, if there's another parent saying, instigating things, it would affect your relationship with the stepchild. So I would use myself as an example. By God's grace, I would say my relationship with my stepchildren is a good one. And I give I give credit to my husband and also their mother, because she can sit them down and make life miserable for their father as well as, me. But, there's such a good relationship. They're half-siblings, and my children love their, siblings so much. And I'm grateful for that. And I know that with life, things come back and forth. But it's important that the adults in that relationship have a clear understanding where they are going. So decency is important. Respect, mutual respect is important. And then we should also know that because it's life, times will come up, there will be disagreements. But you need to understand that in disagreeing, how do we go about it? We need to find a way to sit down and communicate in a respectful manner. We're not saying that it will be conflict-free, but you must learn how to address conflict in a respectful way. What she's going through, so there are two things. First of all, he looks like a teenager, a young boy. And teenagers, whether they are your children or their stepchildren, there's a stage that they act out. And if he has like a mother who sits with the stepmother and says, see, this is the stage that he's at. And that's one thing parents need to make sure. Don't use your children as pawn. You're fighting each other, your child will suffer. And the future of your child may suffer for that short-term aggression that you are facing. So sit with the stepmother. My son is going through this phase. If he does something, let me know. You may not give them permission to hit your child. I can understand that. But if he's done something wrong, let me know and I'll handle it. There has to be a sort of relationship. And where that relationship cannot happen, the relationship between father and ex-wife has to be in a way that, okay, if wife at home says, this is what the son is doing, he can now talk to the mother and say, see what he's doing right now. But if you put each other at the... They say when elephants fight, the grass suffers. So for now, you may feel, oh, the child is calling them out, and I'm happy. But in the future, what does that say for the future of your child? What sort of child are you raising?
So in this situation, where is the role of the man? He is the father of this child. Yeah. He's the head of this home. Shouldn't he be the one? Shouldn't we be seeing his presence more? Okay, I am in charge. You have no right to go on social media. This is your role. This is her role. And you draw the line. Is it possible that the men in the lives of these people have failed in their own role? Because when we have, and I don't want to focus on this Funke story, there are men in this situation where they bring in this extra child into the marriage, and we say, take responsibility. Tell the woman outside the rules, and you inside, this is how far you can go in disciplining my child. There's got to be rules. Many of them don't do that.
Yeah, you're so right, but there are two things that can happen in this situation. So it could be a careless father who feels, well, I have a child, I have a wife, just do you, and then he goes away without bonding with his child. That sort of situation, a father needs to understand he must create a relationship with that child, because that child will constantly feel like the odd one out. So he must have a relationship, daddy and I separate, that gives him confidence, and that will allow him to just be himself in that situation. The woman
outside right now, and even the man inside, needs to put away themselves. What I mean is, they don't have to be selfish. It's not about me and the pain that I've been through in this relationship with you. They should put this young boy first. They should put his future first. When you, as a mother, once you become a mother, the first thing you do is to put your children first in decisions, in anything that you think about, anything that you do, anything you plan to do in the future. You must always have that space where you consider your children and their future. That's what makes you a parent. And if you're not ready to put any other person first before yourself, then don't bother having children. So now, the quarrels that they have, the bitterness should be set aside, and we should all sit down and think, what is the best thing for this child? Whose home will this child flourish more? Should we leave him with the father? Can the father handle him? Is the stepmother strong enough to handle this boy and make him become what he's meant to be? Or should I carry this child to me wherever I am and take care of him? Does he need his father figure? If you put that child first, you see that you will swallow all of these things and you will chastise him from bringing out. They say, Pekin, where they carry family leg, come outside. No be Pekin. We see things growing up that our parents did. Do we go outside and start saying it? You not be Pekin.